Heads up, YouTubers, it's time for another apocalypse. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am SomeGuyCalledJack, and this is Nobody Cares, where I sit down at the end of every month and laugh about everything that's happened in the past 4 or 5 weeks. So what's been going on this month? RKG finally revealed what the lads get up to when the cameras aren't rolling.
My other hand is covered in goo now, and it's harder to see.
My face was covered in groups just now. So.
The Sidemen started breaking down new barriers in their friendships.
Open your mouth.
No, fuck
please,
off.
please.
Go away.
Please, open your mouth.
No, fuck off.
Open it.
Fuck off.
Here comes the aeroplane.
And GG Skillabro accurately recreates what I hear in my own head on a daily basis. Every morning. Has anyone seen Gene Simmons lately?
I'm saying sorry.
Bloody hell, he's looking a bit different nowadays. I am, of course, kidding. That is Kids Bop Karen, and Kids Bop Karen, for anyone who doesn't know, is a crazy lady who tried to climb in a car window and harass a bunch of strangers in front of her own kids.
You being a bitch is gonna help? I don't know, calm down. Calm down. And you know what, that didn't upset me. But the bitch ass hoe that told me to calm down, what I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
But hey, don't worry, it's all perfectly fine. Her kids weren't exposed to anything.
My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
Oh yeah, sure, they're listening to Kids Bop. They definitely cannot see you trying to climb through the f***ing window like a deranged monkey on a safari. Thank the Lord someone recorded the whole encounter and uploaded it to YouTube, because as with everything, the internet has had its way with it.
What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. Let's set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
But the bitch asshole that told me to calm down, what I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
I do love the internet, I have to say. Fight night, that happened. KSI versus Logan Paul, round 2. It was a big deal. It became the most watched sporting event of something. Look, I don't know. I didn't do a great deal of research on it. I know as a YouTuber and as part of the community, I should have some interest in it. I should really be like into it, but in all honesty, I didn't watch it. I had a party to go to. It's not my fault. Honestly, I lead quite a rampant social life. I have at least one social gathering every 3 or 4 months that I need to go to. KSI actually won the fight this time round, and you would think that it might finally be over. But pretty much immediately after the fight...
You can hear my voice. I'm sick. I woke up sick. I've been sick for the past 3 days. The first thing I did this morning was sneezed 3 times.
Oh, Logan, mate. I don't think anyone's told you. You're supposed to call in sick before you turn up for work, not afterwards. Logan Paul claims that he lost the fight only because he was sick. And that to me means one thing. I really, really, really wouldn't be surprised if KSI versus Logan Paul round 3 was soon announced. One final bout to settle the score once and for all, when you can't blame it on sickness or there was no draws or anything like that. One final round, one final fight to settle things once and for all. And honestly, you know what? If they do, I think they should just go all out. They should do MMA and just start kicking the fuck out of each other. They should go full Roman gladiator and have like spectators around the edge of the ring throwing weapons in. They should unleash some lions into the arena halfway through. That is something I would watch.
I find it very, like, obviously it was an
hard situation in World War II, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm being disrespectful in that way whatsoever. But I don't think it needs to be put in such a young way to young children, like mentally, in their mental health, to be told that this certain amount of people died for you. I think it's a lot of...
You mustn't exaggerate.
But mental health is on the rise completely, and I don't think encouraging death or telling people how many people died in a world war is going to help someone in the future.
Oh my God, I think he might be onto something there. He might have a point. Whenever I have a panic attack or a depressive episode, I can trace it back and I can pinpoint the root of all my mental health issues. And I curse that bitch, Mrs. Robinson, for teaching me about that war that happened 80 years ago. I mean, seriously, mate, have you ever heard such bullshit? Panic stations, everyone. The world is ending once again. Somehow, in the last month alone, YouTube has managed to face not one, not two, but 3 separate apocalypses in about 3 weeks. That's gotta be a new record, even for YouTube. First came the mass deletion of channels for overusing emojis. I mean, what the f was that about? Who knows? That one was actually sparked by none other than Markiplier. He encouraged a load of people on a live stream to vote in a poll using emojis, and that led to, I might be making this figure up, but I feel like it was literally thousands of channels getting terminated. There was no appeal, there was no recovery, the channel was just gone, dead. Now, if you're just a subscriber and just a viewer, that's absolutely fine. Bit tedious, but you can just create a new account, resubscribe to all your favourite channels. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the backside, but no big deal. Just imagine if it happened to a creator though. Imagine having potentially years of work and just years of your life just being wiped out for posting a few too many shit emojis into a live stream. All your hard work could just be gone and you would be absolutely fuming. But it's pretty funny. Next came that whole thing about YouTube shutting down any channels that weren't making enough money, which caused small YouTubers like myself to lose our collective minds. But honestly, that was just a big misunderstanding. And in hindsight, can you imagine how bad of a business move that would be on YouTube's part? That would be one of the more stupid things they could ever do, because they would just lose, like, all of the people who are bringing in money would just lose everyone that's bringing them the money, because all the channels that are watching them are gone. So now that we're past that, that's 2 apocalypses out the way. Now we face our biggest threat yet. And it comes in the form of something I don't fully understand, and I honestly don't think many people actually do. I'm gonna give it my best shot, but take everything I say with a pinch of salt, because it could all just be complete and utter bollocks. So from what I've seen, everyone needs to mark their channels as either for kids or not for kids, but they've been extremely vague about what classifications both of those have. So apparently anything with animation or bright colours or even pretty much any sort of gaming would be classified as mark for kids. But it's not that simple, is it? I mean, the other side to it is that if you mark your channel for kids, your revenue will disappear, your views will decrease, you can't put tags, your videos can't be searched. Basically, your channel will die if you mark it as for kids. However, if you mark your channel as for kids or not for kids, and a representative of the FTC or for COPPA or whoever it is that's running this whole thing, if a representative or an agent of those watches your channel and decides that you've marked it the wrong way for whatever reason, you could get slapped with a fine of up to $42,000. Well, isn't that just dandy? Hopefully, I can fly under their radar, because I'm just a dinky little small YouTuber. They won't notice me over here in my little corner, in my little bedroom, just doing what I enjoy doing. They won't notice me at all. But if they do, and I'm wrong, and I get slapped with a fine, well, I'm f***ed, aren't I? 42k is a little bit more money than I have at the moment. It's a little bit more money than I will ever probably have. And it's probably worth more than my life at this point. I feel like I could sell my soul to the devil and he'd give me about 9p and a Twix just for the journey home. But don't worry everyone, I feel like we can get through it. We survived the apocalypse, and now if we stand together, I am sure we can make it through the apocalypse as well. So that's all I have for this month, guys. Is there anything that I've missed? Probably. I've not really kept my finger on the pulse lately. I will try and do better next month. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on Copper, your thoughts on KSI versus Logan Paul, or anything that you've seen this month that you think I probably should have included in this video. Leave it all down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Click subscribe if you're new around here and you want to see more from me. I make videos every single week. And if you want to help support the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon down below. Every little helps. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye bye.